We've got this file here that lists all of the sales for the company, and you can see that these are grouped by books and also by CDs and tapes. That tells you how old this file is. But if you notice, we've got it also broken down into different types of books. They have fiction, nonfiction, children's literature. And as far as the CDs and tapes, they've got jazz, classical, and R&B. Notice there's also a total sales down here at the bottom. From left to right, they're showing each month of the year and the total for each of these. And then they've got the quarters. So you've got quarter one after March and quarter two after June, all the way to the end where you've got some annual totals. Let's look at this up and down. If I asked you what the most important number up and down is, the answer would have to be the total sales down here in B15. The second most important numbers would be this one here and this one here. And then the third most important would be the individual numbers that make these up. Now let's talk about where these levels come from. The levels come from formulas based on other formulas. Let's take a peek at the total sales. If you look, they're just adding two numbers. They're adding this and they're adding this. If I look at either one of those, let's say the 875, that's not even a number, that's a formula. That formula is based on these three numbers. And the same thing would be up here with this 350, that's a formula based on three other numbers. So anytime you have a formula based on other formulas, you'll have another level. You can have up to 10 levels in Excel. Now let's look at this across. The most important thing across would obviously be the annual totals over in column R. Then I would consider quarter 3, quarter 2, quarter 1, and quarter 4 back here to be my second level. And then these would be my third level. It's coincidence in the exercise they have 3 levels up and down and 3 across, but it's not always that way. Sometimes you'll have 1 up and down and 10 across. It really just can be totally different in every file. We have the ability to take this and turn it into an outline, and this is how you do this. You want to go to the tab that says Data, and you want to go all the way to the outline grouping at the end here. Now, in order to turn on the outline, what you're going to do is you're going to click the arrow under Group, and you're going to turn on Auto Outline. This is the outline you see up here and over on the left. So if you've ever seen that in a file you're working on, that's what it is. It's an outline. Now you'll notice there are 2 sets of levels, 1, 2, 3 up and down and 1, 2, 3 across. And this may sound backwards, but the way you want to look at this is the ones that go up and down, when you're looking across, you're going to use those. The numbers that go across, you're going to use that for the up and down. So it's kind of the opposite. Let's say that across this way, I only want to see my quarters and my annual totals. That means I want to see levels 2 and 1 only. What I can do is click on the up and down numbers, the 2, and notice how it hides everything that's not level 1 or 2. And if you printed, this would look exactly like this. So think about this. We needed level 3 to get these totals, but then we don't want to show them. Now if you look above each one of these, you're going to see a little plus sign. If I happen to be looking at this 400 here and I say, you know, I wonder what made that up, I can click the plus sign right above that column E there and show just that one little section only. And now I have a minus sign there I can use to fold up that little section. That's all I have to do there. If I wanted to show only level 1, I would click on the 1. And if I wanted to show all 3 levels, I'd click on the 3. And I can have any combination of these. What if I want to show only levels 1 and 2 across and 1 and 2 up and down? I could certainly do that. And that's a quick overview of how the outlining is going to work. Now, if you wanted to turn the outline off, you just come over here under Ungroup and say clear the outline. And before I clear it, I just want to mention that if you save your file this way, it stays this way. You don't lose your outline at any point. I'm going to go ahead and clear the outline, and now you'll see it's back to the way it was originally. Now, when we do other functions in Excel, like we're getting ready to talk about subtotals, you'll see that subtotals, when you turn on the option, it actually will turn on outlining for you. You'll see that a lot of times when you're working with different formulas. That's a quick overview of how outlining works.